So my name is Mark Reinfeld, and I've been the plant-based chef for over 25 years. I'm the author of 8 cookbooks. What made me become plant-based at first was I was on a kibbutz in Israel, and I started connecting with animals that I saw in a natural setting for the first time. So I grew up in New York, and I never saw what a baby cow looked like, and it looked strikingly like my dog. And so I just started developing this love for animals that had me not want to eat them anymore. The first restaurant was called The Blossoming Lotus, and I chose that name because the lotus symbolizes the evolution of consciousness, and for me that plant-based cuisine represented that evolution of consciousness as it applies to food. And so we had people really bringing mindfulness and gratitude and love into the recipes that we served to the public. I had spent a good bit of time in retreat centers and meditation centers in the past, and I wanted to create a commercial space where people that wouldn't go to a retreat center could still experience the food where that kind of love and gratitude was placed in it. So that was the underlying principle of The Blossoming Lotus. I've worked with so many people around the world, and I get asked a lot, like, how do I get started? Or is there, what are the tips for people that are just interested in getting started? And I like to first emphasize that it doesn't have to be an all or nothing process. Like, you could do just, again, like a meatless Monday, or people do vegan before 4, where you eat plant-based up till dinner. So there's lots of ways you could just slowly transition. Some of my big tips for people is, one is just start thinking about salads differently. Start getting a little more creative with your salads. And so I encourage people to go to the produce section and just look around and start incorporating new ingredients and add things like beans and legumes or nuts and seeds, grains. Even changing the way you cut the vegetables can make it more creative. Another tip that I like to give people is to create a superfood smoothie in the morning. It's really simple. You just fruit, a little bit of veggies. I like to add superfood add-ons like hemp seeds or chia seeds, maca powder, and then you're getting this big nutrient hit in the morning that could sustain you for the day. Another thing that I like to recommend is creating spice blends or using global spice blends. And so you can either purchase them, or in my cookbooks I have Ethiopian, Moroccan, Mexican, Italian, French, Cajun. So when you have these spice blends, with the flick of the hand you could turn like even a bowl of quinoa or a soup into this world cuisine. So it's a way that you can expand your cooking pretty simply and start getting a sense of like the global flavor profiles. I know this is the future of food, and for a sustainable humanity, we need to start eating more plant-based.